And since 2011, what has been the progress of SMPT in India?
Yeah, I think that time the technology was also changing. I mean, earlier we started with film technology, and the technology was changing, and all these technological changes were introduced by SMPT. Particularly, they made standards for the digital cinema for the entire world. The same standard we could use it for India as well. And around the same time, around 2010, I introduced this digital standard for International Film Festival of India. That year, we had almost 50% of the films available on film print media, as well as 50% on the new digital media. So keeping the same standard from film to digital was a challenging task. SMPTE has introduced a standard called DPRO, Digital Projection Verifier, which was used for the first time for IFI in November 2010. And why we require this? Because when the film prints were made, these prints were color corrected in the film laboratories. The colors were locked in the film, and whenever you go to any projector anywhere in the theater, the colors won't change because the prints are already made at the lab. But when we start change to digital technology, the problem was every digital projector had its own calibration system. So even if you have made a particular DCP, digital cinema package for distribution of motion picture, when you take it to a particular theater, the colors which will be shown in that theater depended on the calibration of that particular projector in the theater. So this was very much essential. And to control that or to check that, SMPT had made a small DCP, their own standard film, which we used to project and check it with the calibration meter, photometer, and calibrate all the colors. So with this, we could ensure that the colors shown in the projection in any particular theater are standardized. So, and particularly for a film festival, you get films from around the world. So those are made by different post production companies, different cameras. So to bring that to one standard was always a challenge. When you show a particular film for a commercial release, which is shown for almost a week. So whenever they start the projection on Friday, within one or two shows, they know what is the exact calibration, and that continues for almost a week for that release. But in film festival, every show is different. Every film is from different source. It can be from different countries. So that is why this calibration really helps there, and that gives you a standard. And why we want to calibrate again? Because there are so many technicians, right from cinematographers to the post-production technician, take a lot of care, and they spend a lot of time and money on grading these films at the DI suite. If that effect is not seen in the theater, it's of no use. So we have to give a proper justice to the people who have worked for that particular film, and showing that film in the correct way, in the correct way the cinematographer, director, or the actors have worked for it, gives a proper justice to them. And I think this is the way we have to do it, not only for film festival but for regular shows as well.